Top 15 funny pictures you have to look at twice. Welcome to TopMainStream, the place where you'll get the best dose of entertainment videos on the internet. We're back with another interesting video. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but sometimes things aren't always what they seem. Our minds are always playing tricks on us, and sometimes they can make a totally innocent photo seem like anything but normal. TopMainStream has compiled a list of 15 outrageous pictures that you have to look at twice to believe. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Also, share the video with your friends. Starting out at number 15, the butt of all jokes. Wait, what did we just look at? At first glance, that picture definitely looks like somebody's rear end is hovering over the teeny baby's body. You really need to keep looking in order to understand this picture. There's no rear end there, but instead a man's head and shoulder. Let's be thankful that this picture isn't what it first looked like. Coming in at number 14, Mr. and Mrs. Wait a minute, something doesn't look right about this picture. No guy can have legs like that. Or can they? Upon a second glance of this strange picture, it turns out that it's not a guy with the model-like legs, but instead a girl embracing her guy friend on his phone. Thanks to the angle of the picture, we actually thought this guy was wearing shorts and heels. At 13, lend a hand. This one's pretty hard to miss. This little graduate has one normal-sized right hand and one massive-sized left hand. After multiple viewings, it's pretty clear that the kid's abnormally large left hand is just his father's hand covering his own. The kid's gown and his father's hand could not have lined up more perfectly together. At number 12, bad parents. What's this parent doing holding his infant child up over a ledge? If you look at the picture again, you'll realize that the child was never in danger. And that's because the child wasn't being held over a ledge, and that train station is actually a toy train station. It turns out that the baby's just actually being held over a flat surface looking at the train set. We're sure glad we didn't jump to a conclusion on this one. On to number 11, make like a tree. When you first look at this picture, it seems it's just a picture of a guy casually chilling against a tree. But if you look behind, you'll notice that all the trees are horizontal. How can that be? That's because the kid is actually lying down. If you tilt your head 90 degrees to the right, you'll see that the tree has been uprooted and that the ground is actually on the left side of the picture. This sly kid just fooled us. Well played, sir. Well played. Coming in at number 10, doesn't have a leg to stand on. Where are her legs? Seriously, where are this girl's legs? It's as if someone photoshopped her legs out of the picture. We had to keep on staring at this picture in order to realize that the girl was wearing leggings that had a pattern that matched the pattern of the floor perfectly. Who would have thought that there would be cheetah print tile floors? Moving on to number 9, Porsche. So there's a Porsche Boxster and a white panel van in this picture. What's the big deal? However, if you look at the picture again, you'll realize that there are not two cars in this picture. There's only one. That's because the gorgeous Porsche Boxster was painted on the white panel van. If you look at the services listed on the white van, it says vehicle wraps, banners, and posters. We can't help but wonder if this painting has caused a few accidents on the road. Hey, if you like this video, consider subscribing to our channel. We bring such cool and interesting videos to entertain you on a regular basis. At number 8, you must be this tall to ride. Could somebody please let us know why this teeny man is riding on a woman's back? If you were fooled when you first looked at this picture, you're not alone. After having to look at this picture a couple of times, you'll discover that the man in the background has the same color pants as the stripe on the woman's shirt in the foreground. The transition is almost too perfect. Number 7, the bearded lady. Why does this girl have a beard? No, wait, why does this guy have breasts? Confusing enough. If you look at this picture twice, you may notice that the girl has two right arms, one that's tattooed and one that's not. And then you might also notice that this girl is lying on top of someone, which can only mean that the guy's head is sitting on top of the girl's body. The girl in the black tank top in the foreground is cleverly hiding the head of the girl that's lying on top of the guy. They definitely had us going there for a bit. Coming in at number 6, Newlyweds. Why does this newlywed look like she's farting out clouds? And why is she sitting on her husband's shoulders? That's not a very romantic pose for your wedding album. You really have to look at this picture a couple of times in order to realize that the groom is merely lifting up his new bride by her waist. The groom's left arm is the same color as his bride's wedding dress, so as he lifts her up, it appears as if his arm is actually her leg. A tricky one indeed. Number 5. Miss Popular 2012. We keep going back and forth on which girl is being held up in this picture. If we had to guess, we say it's the girl in the middle with the sash being held up. The problem is that the black shirt on the girl in the middle matches perfectly with the black skirt in the middle of the picture. We think we need to lie down for a bit to get over this confusion. On to number 4. Two-headed dog. We think we may have just witnessed the first ever two-headed dog. We had to give it a couple more views, and upon further inspection of this picture, you'll notice that this is actually not a two-headed dog, but rather just two regular dogs. The owner of these dogs cleverly hid the second dog behind his legs while putting 2 leashes on the same collar. Looks like he wasn't clever enough, though. Coming in at number 3. Foot long. Why does this woman's arm have a foot at the end of it? Does this mean that this woman gets athlete's foot or athlete's hand? Nevertheless, after looking at it twice, it became clear that the woman is scratching her foot at the exact angle as to where it looks like her arm, hand, and foot all come together as one. We're certainly glad that this woman doesn't have a hand foot. That would certainly make for some very awkward handshakes. Number 2. Family photo. It's just a plain old run-of-the-mill family taking a holiday family photo. However, if you look again, you'll notice that something's not right. Actually, the father in the picture is wearing a shirt that has a stripe going across his chest in the same color and height as the border of the picture behind him. We really believed for a minute that his head was part of the picture on the wall behind them, and we're not embarrassed to admit that. And finally, at number 1, lovely embrace. In this next picture, we see these 2 young lovers are sharing a warm embrace. At least that's what it looks like when you first look at the picture. The more you look at it, the more you realize that it's not what it seems. While it looks like the head with the long hair belongs to the body of the shirtless guy, that head actually belongs to the girl in the pink that's crying into her hand. It turns out that the shirtless guy is just offering a shoulder to cry on. So there you have it, the 15 funny photos you have to look at twice. Which one do you find most hilarious and tricky? Let us know in the comments section below. For more entertaining videos, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll bring you the next video very soon. Until then, peace out.